Neuro-Balance Therapy has been showing up everywhere lately. I wanted to understand whether that's because it actually works or just because the marketing is hitting the right buttons. So I broke it down properly. This is Critic Lab. I don't recommend things I haven't actually examined. The problem with fall prevention isn't just the fear of a bad spill. It's that there is so much conflicting information. Do you do yoga? Do you buy expensive orthopedic shoes? Do you do physical therapy? That most people end up paralyzed or just cycling through options that only half work. Neuro-Balance Therapy is positioned as a more targeted mechanical solution. Here's whether that's actually true. Here is the mechanism. Neuro-Balance Therapy works by addressing nerve desensitization in the foot, specifically targeting the deep peroneal nerve. The reason most traditional balance programs underdeliver is that they target muscular strength in the legs, which produces temporary stability at best because it ignores the brain-to-foot connection. This program takes a different approach. It focuses on neurological activation of the foot's sensory receptors. It's more precise and uses less noise than a generic gym workout. That's the theory, and the practice holds up reasonably well. 3 things came up when I broke this down. First, the spike ball density. This is the one most people overlook, but it's actually the part that makes the nerve stimulation possible at all. It provides a specific pressure that is different from a standard rubber ball. Second, seated activation. This is consistent with what current research suggests about low-impact reactive training. By removing the weight of the body while activating the nerve, you minimize the risk of injury while you build the foundation. Third, sequence progression. Minor on its own, but it compounds with the other 2 features by teaching the brain to integrate that newly woken-up nerve signal into an actual movement pattern. If the mechanism works the way the evidence suggests, here's the realistic progression. Within the first 14 days, you tend to see an early observable change in foot awareness. You just feel more planted. That usually compounds into better gait stability over several weeks. With consistency, you start to regain the kind of effortless movement that stops the constant mental scanning for hazards. This isn't a straight line, but the direction is consistent. The protocol is straightforward. You use the provided spike ball to perform a specific 10-second rolling motion on each foot. It fits into a daily routine without friction. The timeline that comes up most often is 30 days for meaningful, lasting results. That's not a caveat, it's just how cumulative neurological mechanisms work. Anything earlier is usually anecdotal. The 30-day window is where the data gets consistent. One data point worth including, they offer a 60-day money-back guarantee. I treat that as a proxy for product confidence. Companies rarely offer that kind of window on things they know don't actually work. It also means your financial downside is capped. For an analytical decision, that matters. If the mechanism makes sense to you and the problem I described matches where you are, the link to the official page is in the description. Direct link, no resellers. They're currently running a warehouse discount for a limited time. Read through their breakdown, cross-reference it with what I've laid out, and make the call. You've got the picture now. That's the full breakdown. I've laid out what the evidence suggests. The rest is your call.